it's your girl Jasmine, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. And in today's video, we'll be reacting to the untold story of Pop Smoke. Me personally, I never knew who he was until he died. That's my honest truth. So I really don't know how he died, but I heard, it was about some jealousy, some hatred, something like that. But all I know, dude got some hits, that's for sure. So it's sad to see somebody like that go so soon. We're gonna see what actually happened, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts on it. Make sure y'all comment down below what y'all think of Pop Smoke music. I know I do like the song with King Combs, Dirty Diana. Light skin, shawty. I can't move too much, y'all, but y'all know I got the little hey. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, push that notification bell so you get notification when I post. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into this video.
We can't afford to slip up, make no mistakes, you heard? Because they watching and they want us to.
Can we get a big woo in the room?
Ooh.
Rapper Pop Smoke has been shot and killed in what appears to be a home invasion robbery.
Rising New York rapper Pop Smoke has died. He was 20 years
Dang,
old.
20?
They say Pop Smoke was shot and killed during an early morning break-in at a home in the Hollywood Hills.
Pop Smoke was on track to be the biggest new artist of 2020. No doubt that if he were alive, he would have taken the rap game over this year. And that's proven with the release of his album Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon, selling over 250,000 copies in the first week.
Okay, big dog.
So much potential lost so young, leaving an incredible story of overcoming medical issues, along with overcoming the streets completely untold. Pop Smoke was born Bashar Barakah Jackson on July 20th, 1999. Growing up in Brooklyn, New York to a Jamaican mother and a Panamanian father, Pop spent most of his childhood in the Canarsie area of Brooklyn, which is notoriously known for its violence. I'm talking about an area so dangerous that earlier this year, there were 3 different drive-bys in the span of 14 minutes. And
3 different drive-bys in 14 minutes? I don't think y'all hear me. 3 different in 14 minutes? That's crazy. That's crazy.
That was all a part of an overall violent day that saw a total of 14 shootings with 18 victims throughout New York City. So, Pop's life growing up wasn't easy by any means. And with gang influence around him everywhere he went, Pop started selling drugs and guns as a 7th grader. Yeah, that sounds pretty unbelievable, but it's true. In fact, Pop was actually cited for bringing a handgun to his 8th grade class, which led to him being expelled, as well as 2 years of house arrest. But even though Pop was surrounded by guns, drugs, and violence, he still had hope. And he believed he had what it takes to make it to the NBA.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Pop's first love wasn't rap. It was actually basketball. In general, Pop excelled in baseball and football, but his main dedication...
Pop was a hooper? He was a hooper and a baseball player? And a football player? Light skin. Shout it. Hey, okay, Pop.
...was hooping. Pop was actually so good that he topped his school in stats and was able to get a scholarship to Rock Top Academy in Philadelphia. This was supposed to be a fresh start for Pop, a brand new full ride to a good school, and a perfect excuse to get out of the hood. But things never really seem to pan out how you think they will. And at 15, Pop's dream of making it to the NBA was crushed when he was diagnosed with a heart murmur, which forced doctors to tell him that he had to give up sports.
That's crazy.
This was a devastating diagnosis for Pop. But at the same time, this would be what drove him to pursue rap. Realizing that his heart rate was good in the booth, this is where Pop began writing raps and making music. But, to be honest, Pop didn't really dedicate himself to the music initially. Instead, he fell more into the streets. And the streets weren't kind to Pop at all. In fact, a video recently resurfaced on social media of Pop getting smacked around by a group of kids in New York. And since he was outnumbered, he took it like a champ and walked away. Mind you.
See what I'm saying, y'all? It's like individuals like that, they try to get out, and then it's like, boom, they get defeated. Then they get back to what they was into, and they still feel like, you know what I'm saying, like, dang, what can I do? Like, what am I good at? Like, what can I do? And it sucks because, he probably would have been really good at basketball if that heart problem didn't, stop him. But, and then he's like, let me rap. Then he went back to the streets. Like, that's crazy. Like, that's just crazy. And then, like, they show that video. Like, come on, man. People. Come on, man.
This was before Pop had any money and before he rolled with any crew. But still just shows how harsh the streets can be. In the video, a group of NY Bloods smacked him around. but the one who hit him the most eventually got what he deserved. After leading a successful career, Pop
Got
was
what
with
he
the crew at a
deserved.
gas station in New York when Pop realized that the guy who beat him years ago was standing alone in front of him at the gas station. Someone behind Pop recorded as Pop said, "Remember me? It's Pop Smoke," as Pop and his crew began to beat and drag the man through the store, hitting him against food racks and coolers.
Hey, y'all, people never forget how y'all treat them. Always treat people the same way you want to be treated. Like, people never forget. Like, look how many years later that was. Standing in the stove, get dragged out like that. Never, don't forget how you treat people. People always remember how you treat them.
Doors. They drug him outside and began beating him and kicking him more. Pop would stop fighting every few seconds to show the man and the camera who he was and why he should have never touched Pop back in 2012. This is just a small example of the type of life Pop had to live every day in New York growing up. By 16, Pop was driving a BMW 5 Series, but got locked up twice and later was put on house arrest for 2 years for a weapons charge. It wouldn't be until 2018 that Pop would actually give this rap thing a fair chance. Pop was visiting a Brooklyn recording studio with fellow NYC rapper, Jay Guapo. After Guapo got so high he fell asleep, Pop stepped into the booth to try rapping for the first time just to see if he could do it, using a beat he snagged from YouTube that became his track, NPR. Pop Smoke was welcomed to the rap world when his hit, Welcome to the Party, blew up with the Nicki Minaj remix. Although this jump-started his career, Pop talked about how he created the song faster than you can watch an episode of your favorite show. Pop said he created Welcome to the Party in less than 30 minutes, and when he's in the booth, he lets the vibes take the wheel. But sadly, the Pop Smoke story is an incredibly short one. In the early morning of February 19, 2020, Pop Smoke was shot and killed in a home he was renting in Beverly Hills. At first, everyone thought it was a targeted hit, but we couldn't figure out why someone would have a hit out on Pop Smoke. It wasn't until people started to realize that Pop was posting videos of his view, as well as making the fatal mistake of accidentally posting his address on Instagram Live when he was showing off his new bags he got. Pop's best friend, Mike D, also posted images, including one in which the home's address can be partially seen in the background. Many fans started to speculate that Mike D set his longtime friend up, but D immediately posted pictures of them as children and said, "I just lost my fucking brother, my heart, my dog."
See, stuff like that, man, that's why you gotta be careful with social media. Like, I wouldn't blame his friend, but you can't put nothing past nobody. But at the same time, you can't put nothing past nobody, but you still can't blame his friend. Pop obviously had haters since he was a kid, like since he was literally in 6th grade type thing. Like, people always was after him for whatever reason, and they just knew he was good at whatever he did. So it was just like, okay, like, we don't like you just because of that. So I don't know, people are crazy, man.
You guys have no type of sense or sympathy. Y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all come on here playing investigator and bashing me on the internet. I would never in my life set my brother up. The rapper's tragic death affected the community of Brooklyn as well as the rest of the rap game.
I would hope he wouldn't do it.
According to the police, the rapper was at home in the Hollywood Hills at around 4:30 a.m. when 2 men wearing hoodies and masks broke into a house. The 2 men fired multiple shots, striking and critically wounding Pop Smoke. The men were then seen fleeing on foot.
Dang.
The LAPD have identified 3 adults arrested on Thursday, July 9, 2020, as Corey Walker, 19, and Keandre Rogers, 18, are charged with murder, and 21-year-old Jaquan Murphy charged with attempted murder. The LAPD statement also mentioned the killing of another man, Cameron Stone, an 18-year-old who was killed in September 2019. LAPD even said, during the course of the investigation, it was revealed that members of a Los Angeles street gang were involved in the murder of Jackson, as well as the murder of 18-year-old Cameron Stone.
Dang.
This may be one of the most tragic deaths hip-hop has seen, as Pop was just 20 years old, on his way to massive fame and success, and just barely got to show the world what he had to offer, leaving so much of his story untold.
That's crazy, y'all. And it's sad too. It's super sad, but r.i.p. Pop Smoke. Thank you for blessing us with the music that you have blessed us with while you was here. It's sad that, jealousy and all that just has to take somebody's life. Like, come on, man. Just be happy for people's accomplishments. Let people grow. Let people do them. Like, move on. Do you. Build your stuff. You ain't got to kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do all that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, push that notification bell so you get notification when I post. And comment down below any other videos you'd like for me to do and what you thought of this video. And without that being said, I'll see you guys next video.